Good morning, I'm John Aaron.
And I'm Michelle Basch. Our top local story, we're learning a teacher accused of sexually abusing a former student has been indicted now. And a warning to listeners, the details in this story are graphic and could upset some. Here's WTOP's Luke Lukert.
A federal grand jury last month indicted 44-year-old Mark Edward Cobb with coercion and enticement of a child, which, if convicted, carries a minimum of 10 years in prison and up to life. Cobb taught at Cooper Lane Elementary School in Landover Hills, and over a week in June had allegedly enticed a former 9-year-old student to send explicit photos to him. When he was arrested in August, charging documents stated that he told police that he, quote, wanted to see how far she would go. Federal prosecutors say during a search of his home, they found more videos of other children and a bag with several pairs of children's underwear. Cobb was also indicted for possession of child pornography. Luke Lukert, WTOP News.
With very strong opinions flying around about the presidential race, what is the best way to talk about the election with your kids? WTOP's Scott Gelman got advice.
It's very important to have conversations.
But Dr. Anisha Abraham with Children's National Hospital is recommending you make sure those conversations remain respectful.
This is sometimes a little bit more challenging, is really ensuring that all family members respect diverse opinions.
Part of that is encouraging young people to hear what peers and other adults are saying, even if they don't agree.
It doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but it really reflects just a difference in experience and priorities.
She's advising parents to talk about the role that elections play in democracy, and you may want to discuss what information on social media is true and how to tell if something's not.
To remind young people that they're going to maybe hear discussions. Some of those may have negative or harmful content.
Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
How many subscriptions do you have for things like streaming services or the gym? WTOP's Neil Augenstein says a new rule is in place that'll make it easier to cancel them.
You know what it's like to try to cancel a subscription these days.
You might have to call them. You might have to call them during certain hours. And when you call them, they might pitch you on trying to stay, or there might even be some fees for cancellations.
Dave Michaels covers white-collar crime and financial enforcement for the Wall Street Journal. He says a new rule is called click to cancel.
The Federal Trade Commission has established this principle in the rule that it should be as easy to cancel as it was to sign up.
It'll make companies disclose when free trials will end and show that you knew what you were paying for when you subscribed. Click to cancel will take effect 6 months from now.
Consumers, as they learn about this rule, because it really is a rule that perks their ears up, they will be complaining to the FTC when they think that companies aren't complying with it.
Neil Augenstein, WTOP News.
Picked off! Darryl Green!
He'll never get away from Green.
Darryl Green's going all the way! One guy I always want to know where he is, and that's Darryl Green.
Yeah, all week the Washington Commanders are honoring one of the greatest to ever wear the burgundy and gold, Pro Football Hall of Famer Darryl Green. Yesterday, the team surprised him with a personalized suite inside Northwest Stadium filled with memorabilia from his 20-year career.
Nice.
Yeah. At 8:15 this morning, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser will join us live to talk about giving Green the key to the city this weekend. Then on Sunday, his number 28 jersey will be retired by the Commanders during their game with the Panthers.
Coming up on WTOP, a prominent defense contractor pays nearly $1 billion in fines. We'll tell you why.